the subject matter, which is Google Data Studio for data visualization. I'd prepared this the concept note for this training long time ago, only to discover, and you must have seen the link I shared with you. Yes, only to realize that Google Data Studio has changed to Looker Studio. You can see this is October 12th. We had planned this training much earlier, maybe towards end of September or so. In fact, I was going to take, if I recall, Mr. Olushola private, we were to have a private training on this. But the interesting thing is that things are changing fast. That's just the point I want to bring out, that if you are at a level of knowledge and you are not careful, before you close your eyes and open it, people have moved away from where you are. So just October 12th, in fact, it was when I put it on my status that somebody called my attention that Google Data Studio is now Looker Studio. So, but the story is here, and the link, I will encourage you, since you are now showing interest in it, so I will encourage you to click the link and read the story behind the new status. But it hasn't changed anything radically other than the name. So if we call it Google Data Studio, fine. If we also call it Looker Studio, fine. So the two are acceptable. Common questions that one may ask, okay, what is Google Data Studio, and what is data visualization? Why visualizing data? What does Google Data Studio, what does it offer compared to other known softwares and so on? What are the tools for data visualization in Looker Studio or in Google Data Studio? There are 1,001 questions that one may ask, but it's difficult to answer all of them, in a sweep. So as we go on, I'm sure you will be able to answer some of the questions yourself. But to kickstart, as I said, I may not follow the slide very religiously. But to kickstart, it's very important that you have a Gmail account. Is there anybody in the class who does not have a Gmail account? Is there anybody in the class who does not have a Gmail account? I can give you one. Okay, thank you. I think we all have a Gmail account. So if you have a Gmail account and you are online right now, you might just start. The beauty of the Google Data Studio or the Looker Studio is that you are not downloading the software or the app or anything. You are also not installing it on your this thing. So it's not consuming space. You don't buy license. It's free. And you can always access your data from there. You can also keep your work there, and quite a number. You can do a lot of things there. So, but you will see as we go. So if you come to your Google now. A good way is to just type Google Data Studio, if that is where you want to start. Google Data Studio, or you type the Looker Studio, whichever. Even if you type Google, what it will bring out is the Looker Studio. So uh, this is the Looker Studio, or you simply use this link for you to. So I will I can easily, so you can click this to see the interface. So this is the interface. I believe you are also doing what I'm doing. So if you want me to repeat any procedure, just let me know. Before I come back here to tell you why data visualization, how is it done? So I want to start by just giving you something I will call appetizer. This is the Looker Studio. The Google is this is the interface. This is but I don't want to even do anything, start explaining anything for now, but to just quickly do something that may attract, may keep you, uh, sustain your passion for this uh, uh, training. So I'm going to start on a blank. Everything I will still explain, but uh, just to uh, give you a panorama view of things that you can do. So uh, there is what I call connector. You may not ask questions now. Whatever I'm doing now is just like somebody who wants to learn driving, but the trainer decide to just drive the person around Ibadan. No, just have a look at Ibadan and then come back uh, without saying this is how to choose the gear, this is how to apply the brake, this is how to apply the clutch. So this is just what I want to do. So I have my data. I have my data in the, of course, in the Google sheet. I've created the data in Google Sheet. For you to see the data, I can go to, since you have a Gmail account, I can go to my Google Drive and then look for the data. Let's have a look at the data. This is the data that so this is the data I want to use. This data is actually about COVID. The data, if you want to follow what I'm doing, if you go to our classroom, go to classwork, and you go to data sets, you will see demo data set. You see demo data set. Click it, and you will see the data the way you are able to view it right now. So this is data containing, is about COVID. Um, COVID total cases, total deaths, and total recovered by the countries. So there are about 206 countries in that data set. I'm still coming to tell a lot of things here, but this is the data I just want to quickly make sense from, and to show you the beauty of this Looker Studio. So now this is the data. You can easily see if you have a Gmail account and you choose Google Sheet here, it can easily show you uh, all the Google Sheets, you know, that you have. So this is the demo data set, and this is the worksheet I want to use. So I have options here. If I want to use first row as headers, of course, first row contain the variable names, and they are the headers. So then if I want to include hidden filtered cells, yes, I will tell you more about this later, but for now you can check it. So once you have chosen your data here, I can say hard. I can say hard. If you are using Google's data Looker Studio for the first time, there might be other things that will come before this, which you have to uh, submit before you can be allowed to continue. So, but all of that, we are still coming to look at the basic, terminologies, basic concept, and so on. So this is a default table that will come once you have provided the data, but of course this is not what you want. So you can easily move this thing around, and since this is not what you want at present, you can even just click it and delete it and remove it completely, but your data is still very much there.
Oh,
Yes,
oh,
yes.
I don't understand how we got to this point.
For
I was
now, I don't even
trying
want you to do anything, Mr. Is that Mr. I don't want. I just want to quickly do something for you. If
okay.
we, I just want you to relax, be in a
To,
relaxed
to,
mode.
to second him, I also missed
Yes,
that part too.
yes. I'm not saying you should do it as I'm doing it. For now, I just want to show the beauty of this thing. We
Okay.
can do it all over again, and I can take you through the step by step. But
Yes, we know
Okay.
that's rough.
for
Uh,
now, I want you to stay back, relax, and enjoy your flight. Is that okay?
okay.
Okay, bro.
Thank you, Prof.
Then, when we land, I will now show you how a flight takes off, how a flight gets to the cruising level, and how a flight, lands, and how passengers disembark. For now, just sit down, relax, enjoy your flight. Is that okay? Then, uh, so, uh, so I want to quickly just be watching me, quickly create a small chat so I can come here add a chart. This thing, okay. So what type of chart do I even want to? Maybe I should just use bar chart. So I click the bar chart. Meanwhile, this place you see is what we call the dashboard. This environment is what is from the dashboard. So this is a default one. I can easily expand this. I can also move it here. When I finish this thing, I will ask for your impression, right? So for now, I have the dimension country, which is okay. But the metric I need is not count, but rather I need, let's say, total cases. So I can choose total cases here. I can choose. So here I have the total cases, which means USA is having the lead, and then you can see the bar for USA. You can see Italy. And then if I want, as it is now in descending order from the highest total cases to the lowest. But if I want it in ascending order, I can just click here and have it. So the lowest, they are Papua New Guinea, Sierra Leone, and so on like that. But let's keep the descending order, which is more interesting. Now I can come here, choose the style I want here. Don't say, now there are so many countries here. So the moment you expand this, you see more countries. But let me say I want the worst hit 5 countries. So I can come here, just reduce the number of bars to uh, 5. Let me come to 5. So this is number of bars. So these are the worst 5 hit countries in the case of total cases. And then I can come down and say, okay, select a few things. I can, yes, there are so many options here that I can choose from. But I'm looking for where I can show the actual uh, the actual numbers. So okay, so we can uh, we can show data labels. Excellent. I can show data label. So these are the data labels. If I want to make it a little bit bigger, I can look at the size here, label. I can look at the background, the legend. If I want the legend, fine. If I want to increase the values, I can increase the values. Anyway, let me now say, well, this is the bar chart. Another thing I could easily do now is to add another one. This time, I call it a geomap. to which will show the map of these countries, and it will also show, yes. So these countries, it automatically gives me their the map. So you can see the darker the blue, this the seriousness, the shows those countries that are worth it. Uh, so this is the scale, um, and you point to anywhere you see the total cases. This is Australia, this is US, this is US, this is, so you can, this is what we call uh, uh, geomap. This is what we call geomap. One other thing that we can, I'm creating a dashboard. Maybe I'm generating a report, right? So now I can add a scorecard. This is what we call a scorecard. This is a scorecard, maybe that will give you the total cases of, this is total cases of COVID for all the countries. So this is in scorecard. This is the scorecard. Of course, for the scorecard, I can say, okay, if I come to style here, I can make the number to be compact. If I make it to be compact, it will put it in thousand, like the 10K, 5K. This is 873,000. But if I want the whole thing, I can have it that way. I can choose to put it at the center. Both the metric, the value can also be at the center. I can increase the font from 28 to 36, make it a bit bigger. Let's say I've done all of that. I'm creating a report maybe for my boss. I can now come add a title and say this is the COVID, this is COVID-19 report, worldwide report. So yes, this is what to call you can create a title here yourself, and then you can choose what is the size of that title. If that is not enough, you can make it much bigger. And then if you want to change the color, you can make it color. Maybe I want this. So you can have this as the title. So here you have created a beautiful report. This one, I can move it here. And then this report, I can bring it here. So that is the report. Finally, before you now start asking questions, I can choose a theme because COVID is about something that is death forever. So we can look at which theme best. Let me just use this. So, so this is the report. What I've done here is precisely what you will see in the slide here. This is what you see in the slide here. So I've reproduced it without, so I can give it a title here and say my report. I can call it my report. And then let me see. Well, this is what okay. What this is a report, and I want to share it with my class. I can come here and say share. I can get the report link. I can download the report either as PDF, wherever. Uh, I can get the link. So this is the link, and then I can copy it. I've copied it, and I'm going to share it with the class now. So I'm going to put it in our system. So I think you can see it on uh, the chat menu. Now this is just a simple demonstration of how to uh, use the Looker Studio. You can see in a jiffy, I've been able to make sense for my data, share the report. If I want to create another page, I can create here, create a new page. So this is the first page. This is the second page that I'm just creating. This is how it works. If I now begin to tell you many things, it's now to begin to show you how is it done and what are the things I need to know in this interface. So let me pause here and get your feedback. What do you think are some of the benefits of this visualization? I need your reaction in the next 5 minutes. Do I call names, or there are people who are willing? Don't worry so much about how it's done now, but what are the impressions that you get from this simple demonstration? Yes. Ayobami Olaya, are you there?
I'm here, Prof.
Yes. What's your
Yeah,
takeaway, please?
so for me, personally, if I'm able to do this, it will add value to my report because it will also enable my reader or my boss to make sense of the data I'm presenting. I'm so excited because during the time of COVID, there is this particular report, just like updates, gathering intelligence reports from Nigeria to my headquarters. So I give updates on COVID-19. So there is a particular report where I get a map like this from. So once those guys stop producing this type of map, this output that we have now, so I
Yes.
could not send the report with the map again, but I was just providing the data to say these are the updates of COVID-19 in Nigeria. So with this now, if I'm able to follow, which I'm very particular about, I'll be able to produce this report and it will add value to what I'm doing. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yes, I need maybe a few more comments. How fascinating, how, yes,
Yes.
Mr. Olushola, yes.
Well, it's like comparing to R. When we were using R, we could see that we did a lot of coding, scripting, and all that before we could get most of this visualization. But
Yeah,
just pointing and clicking, the same thing, was get done. So
great. Yeah, so, yes, Mr. Iredele,
yes.
your hand is full and up.
Thank you, Prof. So my immediate reaction is that all of these things that one gets to see on sites like FAO, WHO, and
Wow, your network is breaking.
other data bank, Okay, can you hear me
Yeah,
now, Prof?
yes,
Can you hear me?
better now.
Okay, let me go on view. So I think my initial reaction was that all the things that what you just the quick what do you call it run through you did for us now is something that one gets to see in sites like FAO, World Bank, WHO, their
Excellent.
websites, and it's if looking at it on those sites, looks one wonders. Or for me, I wonder,
How it's
just
done.
it is done exactly. So you run it through it within under 5 minutes, 10 minutes rather, makes it look like it's not so much of a big deal afterwards. So that's my immediate reaction. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. And maybe final. Oh, I have Dr. Yolami. Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Prof.
Good
I
evening.
think it's exciting seeing it playing out this way because it is really one of those outputs that fascinates one in several reports. And it's like you demystifying the whole challenge. So that one has been probably very, very, very confused about how they get to arrive there. And one question, are you hearing me,
Yes.
Prof?
Yes, yes,
Is that
yes.
I hope we'll be able to get to the point whereby, because many of those reports, one realizes that those data outlook is always consistent with time, as if it is getting upgraded, and I hope we'll be able to get that also how it is usually done.
Yes, 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 yes.
Thank
That
you,
will
sir.
be done. We will make
Okay,
it dynamic. So
okay, that's great.
great. I think maybe one last comment from FCBA.
Okay, Prof.
Everybody wants to say so. Okay, FCBA, go on.
Okay, Prof. Thank you for the opportunity. For me, the geographic visualization is really powerful. So when I see this kind of things, the first thing that comes to my mind is that, okay, maybe this person has done this on R. Like, how will I get to this level of coding that, I'm able to show these things on map? I'm like, God, where will I get there? I'm like, see, Prof, demystifying it, like, is it magic or something? So I'm really excited, and I'm thinking about the different things I'm going to be able to do with this.
Wow, that's great.
I'm already feeling like a guru.
You understand?
No problem. So thank you very much. So this is what I want to achieve with this quick thing. One, you are not writing any code. You are not breaking your head or cracking your head for you get the data and you just begin to visualize and make uh, sense from that data. And it could be as fast as 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes. If I begin to do other things now, it's just to beautify, to make it neat and do the aesthetics. But by just clicking and so on, you get a lot of things done. So that is my first plan. That's the first thing I want us to do. So at this point, I believe there is no other urgent this thing. So if we now talk of what is data visualization, I mean, you are all converted, and if you are already converted, what preaching do I need to do again? So data visualization simply means graphical representation of information. And it doesn't matter, how small or how big or large the information you have. So to visualize it graphically, you use charts, graphs, maps, and several other tools. You have seen how we use map, how we use charts, and so on to visualize now. So, and what is the essence? What are the reasons why you even visualize? From visualization, you can easily see trend. Take, for instance, look at this. You can see trend. You can see pattern. You can see pattern. You can see if there are outliers, cases that are not behaving like others. You can also see relationship, as you will see in this course. You will see if variables are related or if they are not related. So quite a number, for those who do research, I mean, apart from those who generate reports for office and so on, you start your research from problem identification, problem formulation. It may be chart that would even help to detect where problem lies. So if you are looking at agricultural production, if you are looking at prices, if you are looking at, and you show geographic distribution, you can know where production is poor, where production is high. If you combine it with flood data or rainfall data, you can see where the problem lies if you are now going to formulate solutions. So data visualization can be so handy in formulating problem, in developing your research design, and of course, most importantly, if you are to communicate your research findings, data visualization can just be there. What Local Studio offer is quite massive. It's free of cost. You are not paying. For those who use Tableau and so on, they pay. If you are using Starter, you pay. Even though R is free, but it's not as flexible as this. You need to have some. In this one, you don't even have to be a statistician. You don't have to be a mathematician. You just know where to click, what to click, how to make sense from the data. So you know, serious degree of sophistication is required. So, and the beauty is that it allows seamless integration with other Google tools. Maybe Google has Manager, Google Sheets. I've just demonstrated how we are able to connect Google Sheets and so on to. So you can even integrate with other Google tools, Google Analytics, and other ones. Your data lives in the cloud. The tool you are using also is in the cloud, and then you can access everything in multiple devices. Right now, you can access this local studio on your phone, at the same time access it on your laptop. If you have desktop, you can. So it's not like that in other software. Nduka will bear witness to this. Are you still there, Nduka?
No, I'm here, sir.
You have not been talking. You know the
I'm here.
challenge. You know the challenge you face if you have to use multiple devices. You you have to close one open. So this one allows you to use multiple devices simultaneously. Another beauty is that multiple people can collaborate. The link I sent to you now, you can start working with me if I give you the permission. If I share now and I give you if I invite people to join me to do this work, I can send I can add your email and give you also edit permission, allow you to edit. I can come here, give you manage my access, many things. So we can work together on this same document. While I'm preparing something on COVID total cases, you can also be preparing on death. Another person can be preparing on recovery. And the three can be going on simultaneously. One person working on total cases can be working in US. The person working on total death can be in Nigeria. And the other one can be in Benue, where FCBA is. So they can scatter around, but be working on a single document. Interestingly, it's also easy to learn, as you will see shortly. So powerful and interactive is very powerful and interactive. You can see how interactive it is. You can change. When we say it's interactive, you can choose the font you want. You can say whether this should be descending or ascending. You can choose the theme you want. That's what makes it interactive. Next is, these are the different data visualization tools we are going to learn from next class. Tabulation, pivot tables. Let me show you all these. These are table. You see table. When do we use all of these table? This is table and bars. This is table with heat map. You will see scorecard. You will see scorecard with compact numbers. We are going to, if you are dealing with time series, to see behavior over time, you see. So we are going to learn all of this, pie chart, Google Maps. We are going to about the thing is that even if this data is about countries. If I have data about COVID, about cities in Nigeria, including your own city, it will bring it out. It will bring your city out in this map. It will bring your city out in this map. So any geographical information can be captured on the map. So you will also learn about line chart, area chart, scatter plot, pivot table, bullet, tree map, and then the gauge map. These are different charts that are available in the. So you are not doing any serious analysis, but the platform is basically for data visualization. Please, you have asked questions as we go, but I'm building the training. We are building our knowledge gradually. So in summary, our focus will cover basics of data visualization, and then we'll move to do a bit of what I would call theory, but don't run away. Just simple things. You know. Then we talk about building reports. We know how to create all chart types. I've shown you all the various chart types. You will learn how to use them. And then, of course, there are advanced features of Local Studio, which you will learn. Some of them include, if you want to embed, report, if you even want to get a link, if you want to uh, uh, embed this report on your website or on your web page or on your blog, you can easily do that. And this data, for instance, if it's something that is regularly updated, I can schedule time for Google Data Studio to automatically, even when you have not opened Google Data Studio or the Local Studio, to check for the update and use it to update the charts. So as new fresh data come, the chart will on its own be updated automatically. So this is about how often to refresh the data. So there are many advanced features you will learn as we continue in this training. So then so the work begins now. Let's go back to the Google Data Studio. How many of us have been able to open this Google Data Studio, a blank one? So I'm going to open it.
I'll open my own.
Okay, so again, we are all going to start together.